Like the sound of the chime resolves to silence, let the movement of your mind resolve to stillness. Opening prayers from the morning liturgy, purification song. The rousing chimes of white jade purify the 10 directions and bring peace to the rivers and oceans. The high peaks bear the weather, the myriad spirits bow. Myriad, 10,000, 10,000 equals all. Requesting the presence of the immortals. These lines reflect the part of our form in which we bow forward. The 10,000 spirits arrive and bow. Heaven is freed of impure air. Earth is freed of all temptations. The chimes' resonance are clarifying the impurities of heaven and the impurities of earth. Obscure wisdom is clearly perceived. In stillness and silence, that which is subtle and dim is apparent. So vast and generous is the mystery beyond the mystery. The unnameable, the inexpressible. Prayer for the teachings. Immortal of the great veiled three treasures. May your numinous voice pervade every place, extinguishing wrongs and dissolving transgressions. May your treasured signs pervade every time, coming to the aid of those in need. May this altar be open, so the teachings in these verses manifest. May our efforts be meritorious and in alignment with the teachings that follow. Prayer for abundance. Ascending to the highest altar with the stepping toward emptiness song. Sometimes commonly translated as pacing the void. I think that's gives the wrong impression. Stepping toward emptiness song. We pray that the lands be blessed and avoid even the shortest drought. Today, our pure hearts present the golden watchtower within. Amidst the morning's peaceful haze of incense, the jade furnace burns. The central territory is fortified. Mountains and rivers are robust. The immortal splendor is expansive, and the saints and sages are luminous. Images of health and vitality in every dimension. When we all pay respects to the ancient sages each day, the year's harvest is plentiful, and the people enjoy peace and tranquility. Prayer for fruition. Immortal of constant clarity and constant stillness. When the realized mind is clear and still, the Tao has fulfilled our ancestral purpose, like the culmination of the pearl moon. This idea of natural resolution to its inherent self is important. May the darkness be swept from our minds until no obstacles remain, and a full circle of light fills the great void. The highest medicine is within the body. Shen, spirit, qi, energy, jing, essence. Each of us has the capacity to eliminate deficiency and excess. May we come to know the primordial unity by reversing the way to nurture each day the yellow sprout and the golden tripod. Our original spark, our original self, nurturing so that it can grow and fruit and integrate its essential realization and understanding into all aspects of our being. Before the altar, we are all the same, each of us reverent within and without. Our heart is reflected in our behavior, and our behavior reflects our heart. To our heartfelt summons, the Tao replies. So we recite these scriptures and follow the teachings. Incantations, purifying the mind. Tai Shang, Tai Xing, adapting to change without end, expelling evil and binding demons, protect my destiny, guard my body. May my wisdom be luminous and pure, the spirit of my heart, mind at peace, my 3 Hun everlasting, my Po undying, the yang and yin aspects of soul. Jiji Rulu Ling, may this order be swiftly carried out. Purifying the speech, Dan Ju, spirit of the mouth, expel the filth and foul air, so Jung Lun, spirit of the tongue, can infuse my destiny with spiritual nourishment. Luo Qian, spirit of the teeth, reject perversity and protect truth, so Hu Bun, spirit of the throat, can guide down the liquid spiritual qi. Dan Yuan, spirit of the heart, enable me to penetrate reality, so Lian Yi, spirit of thought, can constantly abide in the Tao. Jiji Rulu Ling, may this order be swiftly carried out. Purifying the body. Ling Bao Tianjun, comfort my body. That's an immortal. Tame my Hun and Po, harmonize my 5 organs. May the green dragon and the white tiger command my bewildered mind. May the red phoenix and the dark warrior guard my body. The 4 spiritual animals protecting us. Jiji Rulu Ling, may this order be swiftly carried out. Jing Jing Jing, the scripture of constant clarity and stillness. Lord Lao is Lao Tzu in the deified form. Lord Lao said, the great Tao is without form. It gives rise to heaven and to earth. Tiandi, heaven, earth, is an inextricable pair of yang and yin. The great Tao is without sentience. It moves the heavenly cycles. The great Tao is without name. It nourishes earthly existence. I do not know its name. Forced to name it, I call it the Tao. Each particular instance of the Tao has clarity and also has turbidity. Each instance has yang and yin inextricably in relationship. Has movement and also has stillness. Clarity is of heaven, turbidity of earth. Movement of heaven, stillness of earth. We're laying out the view, the symbolic articulation, the model of reality understood from the perspective of the enlightened mind. Clarity is the male, turbidity is the female, movement is the male, stillness is the female. These, of course, to be understood as yang and yin and not gendered humans. Descending from the root and flowing to the branches, the Tao gives rise to all things. Descending from the root, flowing to the branches. Clarity develops out of turbidity, cloudiness. Movement is founded on stillness. Literally, stillness is the foundation, the stable ground from which movement can move. Human beings have the capacity to be constantly clear and still, fully realized. Heaven and earth always return to the source. The spirit is drawn to clarity, but the mind disturbs it. The mind is drawn to stillness, but desires pull it away. If you're able to constantly let go of desires, the mind naturally achieves stillness. Letting go of desires, letting go of striving, the mind naturally achieves stillness. When the mind is clear and still, the spirit naturally achieves clarity. These are natural processes that we seek to not get in the way of. In this natural state, the 6 desires do not arise, and the 3 poisons are completely dispelled. If you are not like this, the mind is not yet clear, and desires have not been let go. When desires can be let go, inwardly observing one's mind does not exist. Outwardly observing one's body does not exist, does not have inherent unchanging existence, but always resolves to silence and stillness and absence, emptiness. Looking deeply into phenomena do not exist. Fully awakened to these 3 things, you thus perceive emptiness. Perceiving emptiness without understanding these things, one perceives a kind of named and contained absence that is different from true emptiness. Observe that emptiness is also empty. Emptiness cannot exist and be actually empty. So beware in our practice, we should all be attentive and wary to the possibility of naming and seeking a kind of numbness or absence, which is not true emptiness. Actual emptiness is entirely non-existent. It's not something we seek and find, but in stopping seeking, it presents. Non-existence of non-existence is also non-existent. We need to develop the flexibility of mind to hold being and non-being, existence and non-existence, presence and absence as two names for one thing. Non-existence of non-existence is precisely non-existent. Nature is fathomless, depth without bottom, and that which one cannot fully understand or articulate the understanding of. Nature being that which is so of itself. If silence cannot exist and be actually silent, how can desires even come into being? What is it that one desires if what one desires does not exist? And who desires it? Desires never coming into being. Realizing stillness is precisely this. Realizing constancy is adapting to existing. Realizing constancy is recognizing innate nature. Seeing reality from reality, absent of self. Constantly adapting, constantly still, constant clarity and stillness is accomplished. In the alchemical process, the development of our relationship to reality, we should see the difference between a glimpse and residing in clarity and stillness, ultimate reality. Clear and still like this, gradually integrate and realize Tao. Completely integrating and realizing Tao is called attaining the Tao. Even though it is called attaining the Tao, there is nothing that is attained. To support the realization of all sentient beings, just as we use words to communicate, and we articulate the path as a path with a narrative arc, so that our limited minds can understand it and break through to the unlimited mind. To support the realization of all sentient beings, we call it attaining the Tao. Someone who is awakened in this way can transmit the sacred Tao. Some things from some pieces of chapter 16, the Tao Te Ching, that touch things in these scriptures and that touch parts of the form that I think will help you understand the process we're engaged in. Proceed to the edge of emptiness. Guarding stillness, observe. It's an articulation of meditation, of the deepest of meditation, of deep, pervasive concentration, and also that depth balanced with awareness and aliveness. guarding stillness, observe. The 10,000 things, all existence, arise together, and we observe their return to that from which they arose, their return to stillness, silence, emptiness. All beings return to the root, as we read in different words in the Qing Jing Jing just now. Perpetually returning to the original stillness. Stillness perpetually resolves the pattern. The pattern comes into being. We mistakenly take it as all of reality, but inevitably it resolves into non-being. Stillness perpetually resolves the pattern. Perpetual pattern resolution is constancy. It is as if there is movement. But that cycle is from within stillness. Understanding constancy is enlightenment. We'll let the scripture be for now and meditate in the resonance of those words. Balancing inward and outward attention, we are center. Balancing being and non-being, we are real. Let the energy of looking look. Let the energy of doing do. This aliveness, this clarity does not need you. Let the stillness be what is. The thoughts and feelings, the phenomena, Be what arises and resolves back to the root, the source, the silence, the stillness. Pulled into thoughts or feelings, phenomena, we simply let it be. Allow it to resolve itself, which it does naturally if we do not grasp it. All cycles have this pattern, arising and returning. In our three sources, Gong, our internal alchemy form oriented toward realization as opposed to inner power. First half of the form expresses and participates in this arising. And then we return to the root, to the source, to the stillness. Feel that pattern as we go. Allow the stillness to be in the arising and the arising to be in the stillness. We'll begin with the Pure Yang Mudra. Pinkies together, middle fingers together, thumbs together, the tips. Held at the lower dantian, the thumbs approximately at the navel. Visualize your hands inside your body, and between your palms, you nurture, protect the golden red sun of your lower dantian. Bright and hot. Out of stillness, the initial yang arises. You hear stillness, hear earth, and you hear water and ocean, hear stillness and earth, hear vitality. Yang rises from the Yuan Hai, the source, the sea, the origin. The pattern is inhale, hold the breath. Ideally, you feel a kind of pervasive heat gathering, and then finish with the hung. The mouth closed sounds like Lift the perineum as you hung. Compress the diaphragm if it's not too much to think about. Pull in the lower belly. It's like a thunder and lightning strike from heaven to earth, initiating the fire. Inhale, hold. Hung. If possible, go directly into the next breath. Inhale and hold again. 2 more cycles of this pattern. Inhale. Hung. Keeping the breath relaxed and steady and smooth. Natural breathing, silk breath. Slow, smooth, deep, and even. The steadiness and continuity of your breath will sustain and nurture the heat you just generated with the more active mantra breath. Release the mudra. Gather and inhale. Arriving with the palms at the level of the middle dantian, level of the nipples, the hands in the Daoist reality mudra, the index and middle fingers pointing on the horizon, ring and pinky pointing to heaven, thumbs outstretched. Perhaps you're still holding your breath. If not, inhale and hold. And as we sound the mantra Hong, mouth open out loud, we'll bring the hands out, cycle them around, and arrive here at the end of the breath. Three layers mudra. Pinkies stretching toward heaven, thumbs toward earth. Three fingers, three layers, united in the center. Shoulders back and down, arms making a circle. Inhale and hold. And with the mantra Ha, press the palms to the horizon, opening the arms, merging with the limitless. Inhale, form the golden turtle mudra and return to the root. Fingertips and palms, golden turtle mudra is the hollow palm, straight fingers. Direct the palms and fingertips at the kidneys as you tuck your pelvis, lift the perineum, and sound the mantra Hai Hey with the mouth closed. Sounds like hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm. Two more times. Inhale, let the body expand. Hmm, hmm. Maybe you feel the heat in the kidneys. 10,000 spirits arrive and bow. The mantra is The teeth closed and the chin to the chest. Feel the teeth vibrate. The spine is curled as if around a ball, open between the vertebrae, and the hands guide up. Inhale, rise up. Arms in a V, connecting with spirit. Spiritual chi mingles at the purple palace. The energy focus is in the upper dantian. The mantra is Wong. Inhale and hold. Wong. directly into the next breath, if possible. Inhale, direct the palms, the heavenly gate, the crown. Return the brightness. The brightness returns to the body. Gentle open hold as the warmth and brightness pervades. And hung, same hung to return. Hands, mind, energy descending. And repeat the cycle from after the pure yang. So from the inhale and gather. Arriving with the palms up. The level of the middle dantian, Daoist reality mudra. Index and middle finger stretched out on the horizon. Thumbs outstretched at a right angle. Ring and pinky pointing toward heaven. The mantra is Hong, H-O-N-G. Inhale. Three layers become one. Inhale and hold. And with Ha, press the palms to the horizon, merging with the Wu Ji, the limitless. You can feel that expansiveness out from center. Golden turtle mudra. Return to the root. Hollow palm, straight fingers. Direct the palms and fingertips at the kidneys. Tuck the pelvis, lift the perineum. Hai He, 3 times. Om. The 10,000 spirits arrive and bow. So the energy is moving from the root up to the crown. We're participating in this cycle. Om. Chin to the chest, teeth clenched. Feel it vibrate in your teeth and in your bones. Inhale and rise up. As you become familiar with the form, you'll take fewer and fewer additional in-between breaths. But know that is the goal, a single breath. Inhale. The mantra is Wong. Spiritual chi mingles at the purple palace. The refined energy arrives in the upper dantian. You don't have to put it there, that's where it is. Inhale, palms facing the crown. The brightness returns. And hung to bring it down. Directly into the next gather, the last cycle we'll do today. Inhale. Daoist reality mudra. Hold the breath. Hong. Hong. Three layers mudra. Three layers become one. Inhale and hold. And with ha, feel the expansion from the center merging with the infinite. After the expansion, the return. Golden turtle mudra, kidneys, tucked pelvis, lifted perineum. Hai he. Two more. 10,000 spirits arrive and bow. Om. Inhale and rise up. As you unfold, you might feel a wave of energy or heat or sensation arrive in the upper dantian. Be open, be sincere. Wong. The brightness returns, palms directed at the crown. And the hung to descend. And the cycle resolves, returns to stillness. Hands in the Taiji mudra. For women, the left hand clasps the right. For men, the right hand clasps the left. The inner thumb gently but firmly in the palm, the outer thumb gently but firmly between the index and thumb in the opposite hand. Palms approximately at the dantian level, thumbs at the navel, gently resting against the body, reaching out with the elbows, up with the spine, down with the sit bones, up with the perineum. Open the heavenly gate. Jing Jing Wu Wei. Clarity, stillness, non-doing. Through allowing and accepting and letting it be, the striving and desiring falls away. What's left is vibrancy and radiance without name. What's left is a vast, empty stillness without name. The cycles accomplish themselves naturally. And so, as Lao Tzu says, in non-doing, all is accomplished. In response to that voice in your head that says, wait, what do I do? It's just, shh, it's okay. I love you. Everything's okay. Proceed to the edge of emptiness, standing there at the gate between non-being and being. The arising unfolds in front of us. Gatekeepers between non-being and being. We guard the stillness. The stillness observes through us. The edge of emptiness, the mystery gate. Is center. Center without location. Tangled up in the push and pull of our minds, our days. We are not in center. Observing the push and pull of our minds and days from center, we see all that arose return to the root. So the pervasive fire closing. So we'll inhale, hold your breath if it's not stressful or increasing any strain. Clap your hands together above your head, make fire, and then massage your body. May all sentient beings effortlessly abide in the radiance. Thank you. Goodness, what's that? I hope you all can't hear that. Some sort of. Was that? Geez, I hope that whatever was running in the background there was not audible to you guys that whole time.
No.
Great. Okay. Did the audio end up okay? I kind of messed with it as much as I could before. Okay, good. While we're transitioning here, each of us, I'll read two other versions of maybe the whole, but in any case, the half of chapter 16 that I read today. So that what I read was mine, provisional, but my translation. This is Liu Ming. Be open, be still. Observe the 10,000 as they complete themselves. Appearing in great profusion, they return to their root. This cycle of return is stillness itself. Stillness resolves fate. Instead of fate, I use the pattern, which I think is less confusing here, although fate is also accurate. This resolution reveals the luminous wisdom of the always so, which I called, and is usually translated as constancy in my translations. That's where I stopped and what I read. The rest of the chapter is, all else is the compulsion that breeds disaster, the striving and desires that lead to discomfort. Knowing the always so is expressed by acceptance. Acceptance reveals totality. Totality provides dignity and influence. Dignified influence is in accord, in agreement with heaven. Heaven has intimacy with the Tao. One who has intimacy with the Tao transcends birth and death. And in Red Pines, I'll just read what up through what I translated or what I read today. Keeping emptiness as their limit and stillness as their center, 10,000 things rise. We watch them return. Creatures without number return to their roots. Returning to their roots, they are still. Being still, they revive. Reviving, they endure. Knowing how to endure is wisdom. So endure here is constancy. Revive, he chooses instead of return or resolve. But you can see the landscape there.